Around 2009, something happened that changed the transportation industry forever. A small startup launched an app called Uber Cab in San Francisco. Within a few years, that small idea grew into a big company operating in hundreds of cities with millions of riders, connecting with millions of drivers, building a business worth of tens of billions of dollars. When people hear a story like this, they usually ask a very common question, that how did Uber become so successful? But that's actually the wrong question. The real question is, what did Uber figure out that allowed it to become a billion-dollar company in just few years? While many other taxi apps that launched around the same time completely failed. Because Uber wasn't the only app trying to build a taxi company back then, several startups tried. Most of them disappeared, but Uber didn't. And once you understand what did they figure out, something very interesting happens. You start seeing the same pattern in many other companies too, like Apple, Airbnb, and Tesla. And more importantly, you can use the same formula to build and scale a coaching business to 10 lakh per month. Now to understand this, let's quickly go back to what the world looked like before Uber. Getting a taxi was frustrating. You had to stand on the side of the road trying to stop a cab. Luckily, if someone stops, then starts the bargaining drama.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Naya?
Yep. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Sometimes drivers even refuse the rides.
Hi, for Uber.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Here.
Check the license plate on your app. It'll be the right car.
And for many people, especially women, the ride often felt unsafe and unpredictable. This was normal. Nobody imagined that transportation could work even differently. But then Uber came with a very simple idea. What if getting a ride was as easy as pressing a button? Open an app, press a button, car arrives exactly at your location, already know the price, no bargaining, and payment happens automatically. And almost overnight, the entire taxi industry started changing. Today, nobody wants to go back to the old way. Uber had literally disrupted the whole taxi industry. Now, here's the interesting part. Uber didn't succeed because they built an app. They succeeded because they understood a certain pattern which most businesses miss. And once you start seeing this pattern, you realize that this formula can be used in any industry, even in coaching industry. Which means instead of competing with thousands of coaches with similar courses, you can position yourself differently. You can stand out, charge premium prices, and become the most in-demand coach in your niche. In fact, this is something that I did 3 years ago. When I started, most of the people in the market were selling courses of approx 5,000. But instead of competing in that crowded space, I took a completely different approach. I started selling 2 lakh rupee coaching programs directly through the webinars. No low ticket course first. In the last 3 years, this approach has helped me generate 2 crore plus of revenue completely from scratch. This, many of my clients into various niches are doing the same. This happens when you understand how to position yourself differently in a crowded market. Like Uber positioned themselves differently in the transportation industry. And now you can do this using what I call as disruption code. 3-step formula which allows you to stand out in a crowded market, charge premium prices, and become the most in-demand coach in your niche even as a beginner. And inside the live masterclass, I'll exactly show you how to use this 3-step formula so as to create and build a coaching business towards 10 lakh per month. But before attending the live masterclass, there are 2 preparation videos that you need to watch. This video you're watching right now is the first one. As soon as this video ends, the second video below this will get unlocked automatically. In that video, I will actually show you how Uber used this disruption code to become a multi-billion-dollar industry in shortest time possible. Once you complete both the videos, your Zoom link and access to the live masterclass will unlock. So go ahead and watch the next video now.